Uh, Hello everyone, welcome to Off the Script. So today we have our guest Himanshu Patodi, who is very vast banking experience. So he has worked with multiple banks and currently he is working in area of head for HSBC on personal finances. So on this episode, Himanshu will take us through how does someone make a career in banking sector and what are the roles available and how do you enter all these things. Himanshu will take it forward. And before getting into the episode, Himanshu, just wanted to have a quick introduction about yourself. You can go ahead.
So, hi Anish, thank you for connecting and inviting me to this platform, and thank you for hosting this so beautifully. Hello everyone. This is Himanshu, and to introduce myself, I have been working in banking and financial services in India for last 12 years. I have had a chance to work with 4 to 5 different companies, including Indian banks, Indian broking, and MNC banks. And in total, I have done 7 different roles. So in almost everywhere, I have done 2 different roles, which has given me kind of a versatile experience. How things work at ground level, how things work at channel level, how things work at product level, corporate level. I was a part of. So I started my career as frontline resource with ICICI Direct, which is a broking company. Then I was promoted as a branch manager in ICICI Direct, where I joined Raipur branch there. From there, I moved to Bhopal, where I was heading MP for equity and mutual fund business for Axis Securities. From there, I moved to Axis Securities Corporate Office, which is in Mumbai, and there I was heading PMS as a product for their product role as well as their sales and marketing role. So I was heading their PMS product and managing sales for West India and South India.
Mm-hmm.
Then from there, I got a chance and breakthrough into HDFC Bank Corporate Office, which is one of the largest Indian bank. There I was managing their product for Imperia Banking. So Imperia is basically their top-notch clients. So for those set of clients, which are their top-notch and most premium clients, so there I was managing the strategy part, customer offering part, customer experience part. It was kind of a very challenging role, but it was very the role which has given me the best exposure in my career. So from there, then COVID happened, and during COVID, I was not feeling safe in Mumbai. I was having a young kid, and so wanted out of fear. I wanted to move out of Bombay. The things were not right there. Then I moved to Indore from Mumbai, and I had taken an internal transfer to HDFC Bank. So in Indore, I was heading their virtual banking unit for MP and Chhattisgarh. So it was completely virtual banking. There was no physical interaction with the client. Only it was on telephone and Zoom calls and all those things, or digitally basically.
Understood.
Then my next stop was IndusInd Bank. So from that virtual banking setup, I moved to IndusInd Bank as a branch manager. I was heading one of the prominent branches in Indore. It was about 400 CR plus branches. It was a big team size there in branch banking, and branch banking has been one of the most chaotic place to work for. Customers are directly coming in, barging in, with their issues, problems, everything, and you have to be patient enough to solve those. So that was again a challenging role, but interesting one. So from IndusInd, then I had done some certifications and everything. I have added some credentials to my profile, and then I got an opportunity to work with HSBC, which has been running globally since 170 years. It's 170 years old organization. The rest remaining Indian banks are maximum 30 years old, not more than 30. HSBC is 170-year-old organization, and it is one of the world's finest organization when it comes to wealth management. So since last 1 year or so, I have been working with HSBC at Pune location. So here I head their financial planning team for West India, and we are majorly into dealing into all kind of personal wealth planning.
Great.
Like this. So this was a brief introduction about myself.
That's really nice to hear it from you, Himanshu. So getting started, right? So Himanshu, what are the 3 skills that you would mention? Let's take someone wanted to be in start their career in wealth management or financial planner and all these things, right? So what are the 3 essential skills that you would recommend that someone should have it so that they can easily enter into these roles?
So see, the basic skill is the acumen to serve customers. a vast term. It's a vast term. Basically, banking as the customer, the kind of customers we are having here, and when especially you mention wealth management. So understand one thing here: we are dealing with customers hardcore earned money.
Understood.
We are directly dealing and managing their money. Okay, so the expectation of those clients, it is again, they have very high expectations from bankers. Okay, and it's very competitive. So first thing you should have in so within inbuilt you that you should be what you should be ready to give world class customer service. Customer service as in timely. So let's say at 11:30 something happens, some bad news is coming at 11:30 in the night, 11:30 p.m. some news is coming in and customers are getting worried. Okay, what would happen tomorrow when market opens? What would happen to my portfolio? So that time you start receiving calls even at midnight, right? So you should be patient enough to handle those calls. And see, market is beyond control. So when
Understood.
returns are coming, returns are good, no customer is going to give you a call. But when returns goes south, when the portfolio goes red, every customer will give you a call,
Got it.
right? So
Understood.
that kind of patience and customer service is first when it comes to wealth management. You should have the desire within you. I hold that responsibility towards my customer, and I am responsible, and I'll deliver that service. I am with him.
Understood.
That is one. Second, this field, wealth management, this field, it is continuously evolving. The kind of things which used to happen 20 years ago, it is not the same anymore, and it is evolving at a very, very rapid pace. Daily new things are coming, and daily you have to be updated with what has happened yesterday in the market. So you should
Understood.
be ready to learn. There is a continuous learning process. Daily you should be reading at least two newspapers, two full economic newspapers, two different newspapers a day. Okay, so
Okay.
daily you should be dedicating time towards that. So learning should never stop when it comes to wealth management. Each and every new client you meet, each client will also teach you something new. So you also should be ready to learn from your clients. This is something
Understood.
different in most other fields in IT. And what happens is that people the clients don't teach them, because the clients, they are completely out of IT and all those things, field level thing. No, what is happening in the nitty gritties. So
Understood.
clients, they are not in a position to teach you something. But when it comes to banking and wealth management, client is also as much aware as you are, because of the apps, money control and all those apps, internet access, Instagram access nowadays. So clients are also much aware as much as you are aware. So you should be
Got
ready to learn something new from the client, and you should take it positively.
got
Right.
it.
So that is again one thing. Third is, see, banking career can be as rewarding as you can think of, but at the same time, it can also be as challenging as you can think of. It
Mm-hmm.
is the most rewarding career, plus simultaneously, it is the most challenging career as well. So you should
Okay.
be ready to take new challenges. If market falls like 2008 or something like that, like in COVID, so you should be ready to take that challenge. The revenues goes down, portfolios bleed like anything. Customers, they come and they just shout like anything. Why you have not advised me? So you have to be, ready to take all those challenges. That in case of worst market scenario, what would happen? Okay, all those things. So basically, these two, three things you should be eyeing. One, the desire to deliver, basically customer service. Second, patience and learning journey.
Okay.
Third, you should be ready to take challenges.
Got it. So
If you
these
are ready
three,
with this, it can be one of the most rewarding careers.
obviously. So let's take. I have these three skills, so I can get into the what kind of roles I can expect to start off with in a banking industry.
So, see, starting roles can be, there are immense number of and immense types of role. So first you need to decide within banking, what sort of career you want to have. One can be client facing role, more of financial planning, more of investment recommendation, investment management, sales roles, all those things come in client facing role. Second can be a team handling role, then operation kind of role, a product kind of role, a marketing kind of role. All such roles are there. So once you have decided, then you
Mhm.
should start with the entry level roles. So if I tell you about client facing roles, okay, so most rewarding roles are client facing roles in any industry.
Why do you say that? Why do you say that it's a most rewarding role?
So honestly, just do a Google research. Most of the banks, their CEOs are from client-facing roles.
Got it. Okay.
You won't find anybody who is coming from operations background becoming MD of a bank. Most
Okay.
of them, almost 99% kind of population, they are from client-facing role. And in banking, there is a lot of potential to earn, make money, incentives, everything. And when you connect with clients, you also get some more insights about clients' business, what they are doing. Do you get that exposure there, right? So that is the thing. So if let's say if you want to enter into a client-facing role, so you should be ready to start with the most basic role. You cannot have an expectation ki, okay, I want to I have 10 years of experience, so when I move from any other industry to banking, I get same kind of role which a 10-year experienced banker is getting. Like let's
Got
say 10-year experienced banker is becoming a branch manager. You coming from IT, you coming from FMCG or anything, you cannot, with a 10 year of experience also in IT, you cannot expect to become a branch manager directly,
got it.
right? So it's like your football team's captain coming and joining Indian cricket team and expecting to be captain here.
Got it.
You need to have that experience. So it's always advisable, if you want to make a career in banking, start in early phases, early stages of your career. Okay, because you need to learn many things like rules and regulations, RBI norms, SEBI norms, MFI norms. Okay, there are many IRDA norms. So there are many things which you learn over a period of time. We cannot train and coach you for each and everything in 2 3 months. Crash course cannot help you. So it
Got it.
develops over a period of time. So you should start with initial level roles. So initial level roles, the most basic ones starts from a CASA role. CASA is basically when we don't expect people to have much of the experience. We teach them the basic, that these all checks you should perform, the due diligence you should do. So you go,
Got
you meet people, you convince them why they should open an account with you. Basically, it's not the bank that should trust; it's you who the client should trust.
Got it.
Okay, so
Got it.
that
So
is the
sales
initial
role.
level role.
It's kind of a sales role. We
Basic
can.
start, yes, start off with sales role, and sales are, trust me, the most rewarding career you can make in sales role, and there is no
Got
limit to it.
got it. Nice. Okay. So coming back to our first point, right? So let's take wealth management and financial planners, right? So
Mm-hmm.
those three skills, which you said, like being patient, learning
Mm-hmm.
continuously, probably reading two economic news papers on a daily basis, and then
Yes.
having the patience to address your customer, and then learning
Mm-hmm.
process is something which are the three basic skills required. Okay. Is there any other certifications which let's take, I have a 10 years of experience, and I feel okay, I wanted a career switch, not into the same domain, I am planning to switch it outside, right? So is there any certifications which would help me to start my career in the basic roles of wealth management? Because I believe finance, fintech industry and finance is gonna be the next boom, if I am not wrong, right? So
Correct.
people are running towards building their wealth, right? So is there, because I feel these fancy words are something which people are looking to have, have this
Correct.
uh,
Yes.
planner
Absolutely right.
on all these things, right? Is there any other way or any other certifications or any other thing which government do prefers, or is there any other platform where we could obtain their certificates and then enter into an entry role of in wealth management?
There are many such courses, and to add to what you just mentioned, there is a saying: earning money is easy, managing it is difficult. So that's where
Understood.
financial planners and wealth managers come into play. Now, if you want to enter that specific niche of wealth management, there are many courses. To start with, you can do some basic courses from NAC website.
Mm-hmm.
NAC, National Stock Exchange of India, it provides some courses. Then SEBI also has some courses. It is listed there. You can go and do some basic kind of courses from there. It's very low cost things. If you want a
Can you name one
specialized,
Sorry to interrupt. Can you
sorry.
name one or two which might be helpful? Let's take
Like there
for
is
a
so there is one mutual fund fifth A module which is for basic distribution level. Ki if you just want to recommend some funds to
okay.
your client, you should be certified with that fifth A module. It is the
Okay.
most basic one. It costs you only 1,000, 1,500 kind of rupees, not more than that. It's very doable. So it gives you a flavor, and you can also dip check your acumen ki whether you are able to crack that initially or not. So after that, you jump to higher level of courses.
Understood. So
So
probably for
for
me
a
the
wealth manager,
For
Yeah, yeah.
entry,
So
this kind of basic courses will help. Probably a mutual fund distribution.
yes. Well, these are very basic. This cannot guarantee anything to you. These are very, very basic courses. These are basically value addition to your knowledge.
Understood.
Okay, so the first course which I can recommend if you want to go into that field of wealth management or financial planning, the first could be a CFP. CFP
Okay.
stands for Certified Financial Planner. It is done from FPSB Board, Financial Planning and Standards Board of India. It is
Okay.
done from that FPSB board. So CFP gives you a complete holistic approach of plan each and every aspect of a client, starting
Okay.
from his salary planning to his insurance planning to investments to SIPs to stock equity to his goal planning like child education, child marriage, his buying a house, world tour, buying a car, everything, retirement, income after retirement. Then after that, this one, your wealth transfer. How do you transfer wealth? How do you distribute it amongst your next of kin? Then your estate planning, all those things, the basic idea you can have from a CFP course. Then
Okay.
after that, if you that is only financial
Okay.
planning course. Okay. Now if you want to move into wealth management, there is a course that is CWM, Chartered Wealth Manager. It is done from AAFM, that is American Academy of Financial Management. It's a board based in USA. I have also done that in March 23. So that gives you a holistic approach towards financial planning plus wealth management that
Okay.
you can think of. Okay, now these are still these two are generalized courses. Like CFP is general course for financial planning. Okay, so understand the domain is niche. Financial
Okay.
planning as an aspect is niche. Out of
Mm-hmm.
banking, financial planning is one piece, but out
Mm-hmm.
of the total financial planning, CFP is only about holistic view of all aspect of financial planning. There can be
Understood.
further levels. Like there is one course I'll tell you, that is CTEP, that is Chartered Trust and Estate Planner. So in financial planning, they have taken only one domain, that is Trust and Estate Planner.
You can.
So there is one more course I'll tell you about, that is CTEP, that is Chartered Trust and Estate Planner. So in financial planning, there is one aspect called Trust and Estate Planner. So you can build your expertise in that segment only. That plans only trust, only estate planning, like generational wealth transfer and all those things you can do through that certificate. Then there is
Okay.
CMA. CMA is Certified Management Accountant. So that is
Mm-hmm.
count बोल सकते हैं कि cousin of CA, kind of CMA. That is again a good course you can have. CPA is there, Chartered Public Accountant is there. Then CFA is there, Chartered Financial Analyst is there. So if you don't want to manage wealth, then if you want to go in analysis domain of financial products, then CFA is for you. CFA is very premium certificate. CA very very high level and very premium kind of certificate. In fact, I am also looking as of now to go for CFA. So
Got it.
recently I have completed one course in artificial intelligence. Now my next would be to go for CFA.
So what is the time-taking process, probably to prepare and clear all this exam?
So it depends on what kind of dedication you are having. So like there are some people I have seen who are been preparing for CWM for last 2 years.
Okay.
I started preparing for CWM, I had given only 30-40 minutes or maximum 1 hour a day for 4-5 months only, and that too with some days as a gap. So in a
Understood.
month I was giving about 20 days, 20 hours in a month, and I cleared in first attempt. And in fact, that
Understood.
the operation head of that board told me that I have completed this exam in one of the fastest possible time in India.
That's nice.
Uh,
Okay, so probably okay. So that was nice insight. So coming back to one more interesting question. Okay, so let's take a non-banking from someone from a non-banking education background or a
uh,
non-banking work experience, right? So can they make it a successful career in all these roles, whichever you are discussing? Let's take wealth management, financial planner, trust and estate manager, and all those roles, right? So
mhm.
can they make a successful career on that? What is the probability or what is the ratio, that success ratio you have seen?
So, see, exact ratio, so I don't have, but there are many cases where I have seen that people from finance background, they are not able to make a career in banking. Whereas at the same time, I have seen people from non-finance background who are doing excellent here. Like I myself, I am an IT engineer by qualification. Then I have done my MBA. Then I moved here. It was a matter of interest. I kept on learning. I kept on, moving to next new roles, exploring different roles, exploring different cities. So that's how my experience is built up. Okay.
Got it.
So it
That's nice.
completely depends on the desire. If you are having a burning desire, you can succeed. No one can stop you. The good part is there is a lot of opportunity available in banking. The kind
Got
of
it.
opportunity we are seeing in banking as of now as a sector, you are not seeing it in any other sector.
Okay. So I have one interesting question for you, since you mentioned that you have completed an AA in banking certification recently, right? So with the rise of AI and automation in technology, right, coming interlinking
Mhm.
with banking, so what specific job roles do you predict will undergo the most significant transformations, or how could current professionals prepare to stay relevant in this changing landscape of technology?
You have actually asked the a bingo question. It is the need of the hour. This thing is this question is actually the most asked question with the advent of AI. So when I was with my cohort in this Wharton school, we were discussing on AI. So this was the most common thing. People wanted to understand what is the impact of AI on their segment, on their thing. They were actually worried ki what kind of jobs are not going to be there in future. So simply, I would say that all the operations job, which does not require a human intervention, like uploading KYC, verifying Aadhaar cards, verifying KYC, transaction matching, reconciliation, product management, all those things, AI would be able to do. Even in
Okay.
many cases, AI would be able to recommend investment options to the to clients. In fact, there is one of my friend who is developing an interesting app from AI. Now that what that AI will do, you simply ask, you click on mic button, simply ask why my portfolio is down by 2% today, and that AI will be right away able to answer you this, and this is the reason, because of this the portfolio has been down. You should maintain this stop loss. You should exit at these levels, or you can add more at these levels. Everything AI would be able to provide you instantly.
So probably a robo advisory, you mean?
Yes, yes. Better
Okay.
than so. Robot Advisory is with us since last 10 years. It has already been there, although not so much successful. But yes, AI thing would be there, and definitely it is going to eat up about 50-60% of the jobs, which is more of a, what do you say, uh, I'm not getting the exact word for it. It is more of a repetitive jobs, repetitive task. What is there? No, the AI would be able to do that. The jobs which would survive this is the roles which requires a manual connect, a human connect. Like in wealth management, many clients are there who don't trust tech, who want someone to be there who can guide him, who can explain him the things, in very basic layman kind of language. Those who want physical connect, who don't trust tech.
Okay.
So wealth management kind of jobs would be definitely there, and the specific niche kind of jobs, like I told you about trust and estate planning, it
Mm-hmm.
is going to be there because AI cannot go in that deep, because everybody would have some different situation when it comes to a trust planning. So when you make a trust for, let's say, if someone's child is specially able, so you form a trust for them so that they can get regular income even when the father mother both are not there. The specially able child keeps on getting a regular income, and no one can touch that money. No one can fool him and take that money from him. So that's how you form a trust. Now there are many nitty-gritties in planning a trust, and AI cannot go at that level. So those specific jobs would always be there.
Okay. So probably as per your suggestions, your words I take. Okay. So probably where operational works, which is being done at
Mhm.
so many branches, probably might be replaced by AI, is what you mean to say. But then
Yes,
some
operational
applications.
jobs,
Okay.
customer care jobs. So now AI is able to respond to client calls right away. You can
Got
also experience that. You go to Zomato and start a chat with customer care. So initially, it is the AI bot which is replying to you, and when something critical is there, then they transfer it to a live agent, right? So
understood.
that is happening already happening in banking.
Understood. So, one more interesting question before deep diving in, right? So, as you said, like, wealth management cannot be replaced, right? So, understood that. So, there is one mystery happening. Let's take, I am being a normal person, I don't have much of banking experience. I have one important, I have seen so many articles related to banking with the banking norms, right? So, what is the difference between basically a banking role, a investment banker, and a wealth banker? So what difference?
These roles are completely different from each other. So if
Okay.
I tell you, a banker is basically who is dealing with a retail set of clients, small
Mhm.
businessman, small shop owner, small salaried kind of people. So that's a banker's job, to do their day in day out things like maintaining their accounts, servicing their accounts, making them their investments, and all those things. A banker is doing. It is the initial level kind of job. Then comes an investment banker. So investment bankers basically deals with institutions. They deal with merger and acquisitions. They deal in raising capital, raising equity for their clients. So investment banking is different from banking. It's not investments. It is
Okay.
investment banking, raising capital, raising money, buying and selling of companies, managing all those big level transactions. So they deal with institutions, they deal with government bodies, and they deal with foreign institutions, FIIs, and all those things. And then comes the wealth manager. So wealth manager basically they deal with retail as well as ultra HNI clients. All kind of wealth managers we have, all segment of wealth managers banks are having. So from retail to HNI, there is one single need. I want
Mhm.
to earn highest return on my investment.
Okay.
One common question, one common problem the wealth manager is solving is how to get maximum returns on the client's investment. So they
Understood.
deal with every kind, and they make their advise their client to invest in these stocks, in mutual funds. Then these kind of, so there are more than 5,000 kind of mutual fund. How do you choose which one to go for?
Got it.
And no fund is bad fund. Every
Got
fund is good, but there are different aspects to it. There are 20 different types of ratios what they look at depending on client's profile, which ratio to choose, then which fund to choose basis that. So those things are there. So all three jobs are different from each other. The thing is, they deal with different products, they deal with different set of clients, and they solve different problems.
Understood. So coming to money perspective, right? So how much money can someone be in a banking industry make in probably in the first 5 years of time period, or what is the perks that as a banker or starting as a banker role, what is the money that someone can see in this?
So it again depends on kind of bank you are working for and kind of business you are generating for the bank. See, ultimately you have to agree that bank is again not an NGO. Bank is a commercial organization. Banks also want to earn money. So if you are making money for bank, you definitely get benefits, higher ratings, better appraisals, foreign trips, everything is there. Although obviously yes, you have to make money by being within the bank's approved guidelines. In banks, it is very strict system. They deal with the kind of mis-selling things and everything. You cannot even think of doing in today's time. The consequences are very very serious. It is as bad as terminations if you
Got it.
do anything in bad faith. So within banks guideline, within approved guidelines, within proper, within being ethical, you can have a lot of perks here. The thing is, ki how hard you are working, what kind of relationship you share with clients, what is the AUM you are growing with the bank. If you are able to make your bank as the primary banker for the client, means you are getting all of his other bank's business to only your bank. You will be able
Understood.
to earn much higher rewards from it. So there are
Got
many things. There is no limit to it. There is no limit to it. In some roles, some very specific, very niche roles we have in many banks. In those roles, if you crack a big deal, let's say you have cracked a deal of 500 crore, you have cracked a deal of 1,000 crore, you get certain fixed percentage out of that deal.
Got it. So probably a seven-figure numbers in my bank account.
Yes, if it is a 500 crore, and even if you are getting as low as 1% out of it, you straight away make 5 crore.
Got it.
Yes, and client also don't mind paying it. So let's say if you have given a 20% profit to client won't mind giving sharing 1% with you. There are many structured product like that where you get a fixed percentage. Then there are many things that those are actually very complex. I cannot explain it right here,
Understood.
but there is no limit. There is no limit to earning. It's
Got
like
it.
what you want to earn, how much you want to earn. That is the limit.
Got it. So coming to the end of the episode, right? So entering banking industry is easy, but then probably you need to have three skills and few more certifications to start off with, I believe, right?
Yes.
So in future, probably if someone wants to have a mentoring on entering into banking roles, so will you be ready to have a session with them anytime in future? Probably on your available.
Yes. So yeah, availability would be a challenge, but although every time I am 100% ready to help people out to guide them, I am also doing something already through my LinkedIn page. I have already created a group where people are joining and people are asking questions and everything. So I'll try my best to help you guys, help your
Yeah, yeah.
audience.
Please do
Uh,
share us your LinkedIn and Instagram page. Probably we wanted more people to come there and learn with you together,
I'll
so
share
that.
definitely and ask your audience to feel free in connecting and reaching out to me
Yeah.
with their questions. I'll try my best to answer them.
Sure, Himanshu. Thanks everyone for watching the video. Please do not forget to subscribe off the script. And thank you, Himanshu. Thanks a ton for spending your time on this busy schedule.